Winter maintenance is a big responsibility. Removing the snow and ice from city streets and sidewalks improves safety and accessibility. The City of Bloomington's proud of the quality of work. It takes a dedicated staff and a lot of equipment like snowplows, brushers, and even the old-fashioned shovel. Another tool used in snow and ice management is salt. We put salt on pavement because it makes ice weaker, making it easier to remove, and it improves safety. While it improves safety, there are big issues with salt. It's polluting our lakes, ponds, wetlands, and streams. If salt concentrations in fresh water are too high, it will kill the fish and bugs that live in the water. Salt is also bad for infrastructure. It damages concrete and metal, which leads to the need for costly repairs. This is no small problem. The amount of salt we use in Minnesota is enormous.
Typically on the roads, people think of salt as being white. A lot of times you might see throughout the community our salt is green. This is a treated pre-wetted salt that through years of testing that we've used different products, we found the benefits to be able to reduce our amount of salt by using this type of product. So as it gets on the road, it's ready to activate with any snow or ice it encounters on the street. So this is our brine maker. This main stainless steel hopper here, we put in plain old white road salt that's applied to the road. Water's added and it gets pumped through and becomes a solution and goes through here through these pumps, and then it's tested to come to the proper solution to become salt brine. The salt needs moisture to actually activate to melt any sort of snow and ice on the road. So by us creating brine and putting it down ahead of time to keep it from bonding to the road or adding it to our salt, it helps speed up and enhance regular road salt so we can reduce the amount that we actually put out on the street. The main thing with salt application to our roads is it's all based on ground temperature. So one thing we do to help reduce that and monitor is use a temp sensor mounted on all of our trucks. This relays into the driver actually what the actual temperature of the street is. So our application rate of salt or product we're going to use on the road is based off of ground temperature, not air temperature. So on a sunny day, pavement temperature might be 10 degrees higher than actual air temperature. So we can actually reduce the amount of salt we're putting out by having accurate reading of what the pavement temperature is at those locations. One of the best ways for snow and ice control and to reduce the amount of chloride we use is mechanical removal. So one of the other things that we've tested through the years comes right down to the cutting edge that we run on all of our snow equipment. We've tried 5, 6 of them throughout the different years, done a lot of testing on them, and these rubber encased steel edges is what we've gone to. They really reduce the amount of snow that's left on the road. They actually flex to the contours of the road since this is such a long blade on here. So it allows us to get the most snow off the road and the best cleaning capability, which in the end makes us use less salt to be applied to actually remove the final layer of ice from the road.
This is one of our FRS units. We have 2 of these from Henderson. What's unique about these is the outsides are saddle tanks for our brine and the center holds salt. So with this unit is one of our units too that we use for anti-icing the roads. And on our screen here, we pick up all the air temp, road temp on here, and then it tells how much salt we're putting down. We can adjust with one knob on how many pounds per lane mile, and the other knob is spinner speed, how wide we want to broadcast the salt on the road, either narrow or really wide. Salt's all put down by how fast we're going. So if we put it at 100 pounds a lane mile, the faster we go, the faster the salt comes out to get our 100 pounds a lane mile. So there's a lot of information on here, cameras built in here too, so you can see the back of the truck for backing up and see how much salt's coming out and how it looks like.
This is truck 82, and this has saddle tanks on it, and I'm able to inject the salt brine into the auger. So then it mixes all the salt up with the salt brine, and when the salt comes off the spinner, it actually sticks to where it's being put down. So a lot of the other times if you have dry salt, when it actually hits the ground, it bounces off and you lose about 30%. Where if you actually put liquid on there, it bounces off and it stays where it hits the ground. So that's a way that we can prevent salt usage and keep the salt on the road where it needs to be used.
With salt, we aim to balance minimizing damage to the environment with maintaining road safety. This is a big challenge, and to meet it, Bloomington does what it does best. We combine the ingenuity and hard work of our city staff We invest in modern technology, and we're always adapting our strategies to minimize the amount of salt that we put out into the environment.